Hello. We are back and we are progressing. We've landed on this island, not of our own volition, and now it's time to see what's happening here. We technically have no idea. Sorry, my something on my input here is being weird and I'm not sure what it is, if it's my microphone or... Okay, Well, anyway, we will carry on. It's probably just me hearing it. Over here looks to be a waypoint of sorts.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King. Garbage.
I still can't get used to my voice. In case you haven't watched any of my stuff before, although honestly I don't think you'll have seen it that much. I did done a run and a half at least. Ooh, that's weird. I am getting lots of static. Is that coming through to... Yeah, it is. Sorry, trying to fix that as we speak. Okay. Alright, no noises for the moment. Fingers crossed. Yeah, a few runs on that. I usually play female characters, so it's weird to hear a male voice.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards.
We are famed storytellers.
Really? Like, what kind of stories?
We'll go for the first one.
A dragon that marries an elf? That sounds silly. Can I hear it anyway?
You warmly tell the tale of the dragon, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
Must be or I wouldn't be here.
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
Why are you out here?
No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway.
If it isn't safe out here, your ship was attacked by Voidwalker not far off the shore.
But you didn't die.
Only just.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Why aren't you scared?
I guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Aha, so the trade option is here. Okay, nifty. I mean, I don't want anything he's got, but it's good to see that. How do I get out of this? Escape? Alright, so that's this little area explored. We don't have a way to jump in this game, so there's no going over there. That looks like something, but I guess it isn't something. Oh, hello, I see some red blobs on the mini-map. We're going to want to get rid of them. I wonder if I, now, what was attack again?
Voidwalker. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they've made it to shore.
Oh, found it. Uh-oh. Well, that's not entirely what I meant to do.
I know you.
Well, that's not good. We will just do the usual. Using a lot of fire right now. We won't always cast them into fire, but it works for what we're against right now. Let's try and finish this one off, or get him close to death. Oh nice, we got attack of opportunity. Let's fireball these guys, eh?
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Well, I mean, you know. Oh, I'm the incarnate, that's why. I was like, why can't I loot this? I'll take some lumpy giblets.
Drowned and eaten by a void
Oh,
woman.
we've got a level up
Wonder
situation.
which order.
We should do that. But how? I literally don't know. Maybe we have to go to one of our things. Oh, do we just do it here? Okay. That's not what I'm used to. So we can increase a couple of stats. Oh, I wasn't really ready for this. Is fire... I'm not sure what everything is based off of yet. I'm gonna put one into wits. It is useful to have a little bit of everything because there's a lot of equipment in the game that requires you to have certain levels. I'm gonna also go intelligence for the moment because we're probably gonna end up doing magic to enhance what our, like, magic outside of our summoning. So it feels like it makes sense to do that. And then we've currently got 2 into summoning. I think we're just going to keep pumping it into summoning for now, unless something suggests otherwise. And then do we go for another persuasion? I mean, the general rule of thumb in this game is you want to keep things... You know, we'll get somebody else with some of these other skills, essentially. So spreading it thin is not as good as just getting one guy that's really good at persuading. Somebody else can be our barterer. That will be the theory. Is that it? That's pretty easy. Okay. Jolly good show. Just check there's nothing else that we're missing. Let's run over here real quick. I can't see the mini-map. You, much like in Baldur's Gate, it's useful to see the map so you can see what you... If there's any little areas that you can walk in that you can't tell from looking at the screen. Looks like we've got a friendly up ahead, or at least not an instant enemy. Okay. So here's the thing with Solara. I did a little research because I didn't have...
Here, Quirkus,
Oh dear.
Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them. What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great acorn is returning in all its wrath. What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quirkus. Of course, if it defeated the great acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
So here's the thing. I looked up about Solara because he's effectively a free DLC or cheap DLC they released as kind of like a fun side character. But I didn't have him on PlayStation. So I looked up, is it worth? And it seems like the general feeling is he's more trouble than he's worth. So I apologize if you're a big fan, but we are going to attempt to just ignore him. I mean, he may just, ooh, let's read that. So this will give us some recipes for making things. He may just follow us around. Okay, he is just following us around. I don't know if that means we're going to have to be more aggressive.
Aye, the giant takes notice of its charges.
I'm going to shoo him away.
The squirrel looks at you in shock. Are you sure you want to...
Ugh, it speaks to us, Quercus, as if it had any right. Honestly, come, we don't have time to waste on the Doom.
Yep. He gets in the way a lot, I guess, in combat and whatnot. And, you know, if you're trying to sort of keep him alive or whatnot, which seems like the thing you would do with a companion, he does not make that easy. He makes it very frustrating. So I apologize if you're a fan, but I'm letting him go. You actually look surprisingly magnificent, considering. Let's chat with the Red Prince.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
I have a bone to pick with you.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad to be of help.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further...
I'm going to take my leave, because I don't think we're going to take the...
He watches you depart without a word, then turns back to face the sea.
We're not going to look to keep him in our party. You know what I will just do? I did find out how to remove the UI, so just in case I decide to... you know, use as a screenshot or something. I don't know what I use. So we seem to be heading up this way. I don't have any particular reason for that.
A black cat. Hello, kitty.
Oh.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me.
Is it feeling okay?
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
Where'd you come from?
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Okay, I will take that. Oh, there's so many shells. We'll pick them up because I think we can... Oh, they're not really worth anything, but... Oops.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
Oh, is she putting these
Where should I
shells
put
down?
this one?
Apparently, I guess I'll stop picking them up. At least those ones. Pair of tongs, always handy, I guess. See, there's stuff out here that you need special skills to get to. Huh. I wonder if the PC version is any different. That'd be interesting. I'm assuming there's no major differences. Oh, there's a lot more people up ahead.
I know nothing of any violence. We already know the truth, Magister.
Let's go witness a scene here.
I'm a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of...
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
Here's Bishop Alexander.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
And Dallas the Hammer.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
So these are big characters in the story that we're getting to meet here, and these are scary, aren't they? The Hammer's pet. Look at that level. Who even knows? These are some people that come with some huge hit points. I feel like I've heard people say there's ways of theoretically. I mean, I just don't think you want to get involved, even if you could. Which I'm not sure you can in this situation. Now, I'm just going to do the noble thing here.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
Well, she splattered that person.
Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
On the plus side, we can totally loot her.
Changed a bit. Always late.
So that was a bit brutal. So that might be the thing that we're looking at from the other side, I'm not sure. Guess I'll have a quick look over here. It's honestly, it's an area where it's hard to sort of know exactly. I'm sure there is an ideal way to go around it, but I think every time I've played, I've sort of done it in a slightly different way. We've kind of been up there. We haven't been over here. Can you actually get up here? Oh look, you can. We've got a bedroll. You know what? We actually don't need a shovel. So I'm not going to take one. Being a lizard, we can just do that kind of thing ourselves. What is that? Got no idea what I just picked up. Cat's following us, isn't it? Have we been over here? I guess we'll just wander over just to make sure. I do like to pick everything up. Yeah, see, we would have missed these mushrooms. What's this? Something over here. There is... oh, hello. There's some vines. Can we get to those? We can't get to them by the looks of it. Yep. So is there another way up? Maybe not. Might be something we have to find another way to get to. Be nice to get that chest, eh? Okay. So I think that sorts us out over here. Let's wander back this way. And this looks interesting. Looks like there's a passageway through there. Into a cool little cave area. Hidden alcove. Oh,
Wonder where this leads.
bit of a musical shift there. And let's chat with Fane, eh?
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor?
I will cough politely.
Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
Why'd you head here?
It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Anything valuable?
Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally valuable commodity. A face. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
What's going on with your skull?
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
What's an Eternal?
A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill, but I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again.
Why are you still here?
Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
I'm going to see if he wants to travel with me.
I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful.
It could work out well for both of us.
Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
So here's the thing, I haven't really thought about this. I know undead are good thieves, so what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to put him down the rogue path. He doesn't need lockpicks, so he can use his finger bones. That's handy. And I might be making that decision on nothing more than that, to be honest.
Ah, you seek a more subtle approach. How surprisingly civilized. Very well. What do you require?
Yeah, we're just gonna go with a rogue.
I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see. Splendid. Very well. Let's be off.
Boom. Does he not get to level up? Let's have a quick look. So he's got a lot of sneaking, which I guess is good, but we do need to get his thievery up. There are different ways of doing that. It's nice when you can respec things, which currently we can't. So we'll just accept that for what it is. Let's search this human. Oh, nice. We want to be us. Well, let's do an F10 in case I decide to use this. Maybe if I turn around this way. This bit you can't change the angle. I think there are mods that let you change the angle, but you know, we're bound to what we're bound to. Okay, lovely. Give me my UI back. Alright, so that's that. I don't think we can get anywhere else. We can sort of come look over here, but I don't believe there's a way down. An elf down there, so we might want to check that out at some point. Let's get rid of this poison, eh? Whoops. There we go. Oh, some trousers in there. That's probably just going to burn to death, I imagine. Oh, hello. Something happened there.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling.
What's wrong?
She looks up at you as if to answer, but recoils at the sight of you and buries her face in her knees once more.
Why do you fear me?
Because you're a master. Master sent us here. Me and Ma and Pa. She was not a nice lady. Lizards aren't nice ladies.
I'm a noble, so there's a fair chance I am a slaver, so I'm going to go into, even though it's horrible.
The girl begins to scream fearfully and doesn't stop until you back away.
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late!
I'm going to sense an opportunity because we need money.
The elf looks at you sideways, as though sizing you up. Her features tighten into an angry frown before suddenly collapsing in defeat.
I fear this happens. How else does she take us without bribing every guard in this place? I save a reserve just in case. Here, tell Magister Ratusa it's the last we have.
I'm going to say I'll take it to Atusa right away. I believe Atusa's who we just saw die.
Tell her she is our last hope to leave this place.
Where exactly?
She says there is a shelter in the marshes outside the fort. She says she brings us there first. She knows a safe path. We wait for a boat, and then we go. Wherever we make a new home.
Oh, there's lots of good stuff here that we can't really take, unfortunately. Now where are we off to? Okay, there's something up ahead. The turtle. I've got a feeling that this turtle could be dangerous. 42 hit points, we're at 48. You know, with turtles you just never know. There are two of us now though. Let's give Fane whatever clothes we can. He's currently wearing nothing very helpful. How about some actual armor? Oh, look at those trousers. We don't have a lot else. What's that? That's 4 to 5 versus 3 to 4, so he's doing better on that front. Do I see any more clothes? Threadbare gown is not going to help him. Okay, I think we've given him about all we can give him to keep him upright. We should have a look in that pouch. Ooh, 28 gold. I don't know if that mixes in with our regular gold. It does now. So do we dare... I don't know if I dare go down here right now. I think it would be nice to sort of get our party as rounded out as we could, because every encounter that you take on here with only 2 people is something you could be taking on with 3 or 4, right? So why take the unnecessary risk? So the question is, where to next? Well, looks like you can go over here, but I don't know if there's any great... Maybe there's some kind of jump you can do? If you... Yeah, it looks like you could technically get over here, which would be interesting, because that would put you... that'd put you in an interesting place. Could you get from here to here, though, is the question. Oh, something to think about. I think for the most part, this game scales on area rather than on what level you're at. So, and what I'm saying by that is you have to be a bit careful about going places that you're not ready for. How do I open up the map? Like that. So, we've looked all around here. Have we really looked all over here? Oh, I guess we did. So we were just down here. Yeah, we've looked over there. We're back down here. I mean, it's a pretty big area. There's still whatever is down here. So it's pretty much into Fort Joy or bust now, I think.
Where is he?
Let's get through the doorway at least. So we are in Fort Joy proper, where the prison is. Guards everywhere. There's Ifan and some other people. Vissa. And I think this is probably, I know it's pretty short, but I think this is where we're going to call it for this one. Because Fort Joy, I mean, we're not going to get Fort Joy done in one episode anyway, but this is kind of a good point to stop, break off. We've done the outskirts, out front now. Next time we'll try and go through some of this, maybe meet our other companions, and then I'll feel a bit better about getting into any encounters we might run into, which I have a feeling we will. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.